Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm starting off this video with a very bare face because today's video is going to be a first impression review of the new CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Foundation and Concealer. Starting off, you can see that this concealer is way lighter than this foundation. They only have 3 shades of concealer. It was like a light, a medium, and a dark. I thought the medium, well first off, they didn't have the medium shade in the store that I bought this in, and I figured I like a highlighted under eye, and I figured the medium shade would just be too dark for me anyway, because I'm I'm a light medium, so I usually just go for like light concealers because I like that highlighted look. So the shade I got in the foundation is number 210 Medium Beige, and then the concealer is 105 to 110 in, I think this is called Fair. Yeah, Fair. So on the back of this foundation it says that it's supposed to be a one simple step for a flawless natural look that lasts all day. The formula blends easily to even skin tone and reduces shine all day. Oil-free, won't clog pores, suitable for sensitive skin, and lasts all day. I heard lasts all day a bunch of times in that little blurb, so I'm assuming it's supposed to be long wearing. And then the front says fresh complexion oil-free foundation. Judging just by like what the packaging says, this definitely seems like my kind of foundation. It's like a natural fresh look, but still lasts all day, or it's supposed to anyway. So I do have high hopes for this stuff anyway. And then what the concealer claims to do is helps conceal dark circles and imperfections in an instant. The lightweight formula glides on smoothly, blends easily, and lasts all day. Oil-free, won't clog pores, dermatologically tested. So a little overview of my skin type. I do have like normal to dry skin, but I do get oily in my T-zone if I don't like powder and that stuff. So I would say just like straight on normal skin. I do have pretty sensitive skin. A lot of things don't agree with me because I have like a lot of allergies, so a lot of things will like not break me out, but give me like little white bumps across the skin if it doesn't agree with my skin. Yeah, so I'm hoping that this stuff is suitable for sensitive skin because I do have it. So yeah, I'm just going to prime my face with my Dr. Brandt Pores No More primer, just because I am now in the state where I always wear a primer every day. So to test this foundation, I'm just going to do it as I normally would do my makeup, and I would put a primer on before any foundation that I use. Okay, so to put on the foundation, first I'm going to do one half of my face with my F80 brush, and then the other half of my face I'm going to try a beauty blender with it, just to see which method I like better to apply this foundation. So yeah, I'm just going to put a few drops of the foundation on the back of my little coaster here that I use as like a mixing palette. So I'm going to start off with the F80. It's going on nicely. I don't know how I feel about it just yet. It's not the best coverage. It's like a pretty light to medium coverage, I would say, right now. I'm pressing it into the skin. Oh, it's actually like, it's making my skin tingle a little. That might not be good. It looks pretty. It's definitely a natural finish. It's not matte, but it's not really like dewy looking. It's a pretty natural finish, which I like. Yeah, I'd say like a light to medium coverage with the brush at least. I don't know if the Beauty Blender is going to give more coverage. It's evening out my skin tone, but it's not covering the parts that are like a little more red. It's looking nice so far though. Like if you compare this side to this side, this definitely looks a lot better. The formula is nice and blendable, and it feels nice on the skin. It doesn't feel greasy or really, it feels a little tacky, but it definitely needs time to set. But it doesn't feel like greasy or oily or too slick or anything. And I'm doing mostly pressing motions with my F80, because that's usually what I do with this brush. I'm not really changing anything. It seems to have blended in nicely with just the patting motions. I have some foundations that I have to pat and then buff in because they take a little extra work to buff it into the skin, but this did really well with just patting it in. I'm gonna let that set and do the other side with the Beauty Blender to see how I like that, and then I might go over it with a second layer to see how buildable it is. So yeah, it's like it's like a medium thickness texture. It's not runny or liquidy, but it's not like a mousse or like a thick cream. It's like somewhere in the middle. Like kind of somewhere between True Match and Revlon Color Stay. Not as thick as Color Stay, but not as runny as True Match. So now with the Beauty Blender, let's see how this goes. Oh, I don't know. It's definitely easy to blend in with the Beauty Blender. Taking a little less time than the F80, but I think I like the finish better with the F80. Like, this is maybe not as much coverage. I'm not sure yet. But it's definitely a lot faster to put on with the Beauty Blender. But I think that's just really any foundation is just really quick with the Beauty Blender. It's really easily blendable, this stuff, though. I like that it just, like, sinks into the skin really quickly. This is definitely, like, a nice light foundation. Like, not too heavy. It doesn't give you very much coverage, but I think for, like, an everyday, this is a nice amount of coverage. I like this so far. I'm definitely going to need this concealer to help me out, though, especially under my eyes and, like, my forehead, because I have, like, a few little residual breakouts right over here. I'm going to just take a little more and see if this is buildable at all. And I like the packaging. I like that it's in this squeezy tube. It's really, like, sanitary, clean, doesn't make a mess everywhere. You can just, like, put it on the back of your hand or directly on your brush or your Beauty Blender. It's really nice and compact. And it's not just like, it's not a huge bottle. Like, this is easily transportable. Is that a word? I don't know. But, like, you could stick this in your makeup bag and it would fit nicely. It's nice and, like, flat. I think this is a good size. Okay, so I'm just going to go over, like, on my cheeks, my forehead, places that are a little more red, and see if this is buildable at all, if it gets weird or anything. So far, it's looking good. This is really nice for building up just like where you need it, because I like that it gives you like an overall even finish, and then if you have places that are a little more red, you can go over and like put another layer and it doesn't look weird or patchy or anything. Yeah, so I'm really liking this. I'm really liking the foundation so far. It's a really good color match for me, kind of. I know it's gonna be a better color match for me the more tan that I get, but yeah, so this is great for summer, this color. It's 210 medium beige. In the winter, I'd probably go like a 1 shade lighter. But I think I would like this more as a summer foundation anyway, because it's nice and light. As far as which one I like to apply it better with, I'm not sure. I liked both, but I think they both work nicely with this foundation anyway, so either or. Maybe, I mean, I would never ever use my fingers. I know a lot of these reviews, girls would do like one half with a brush or a Beauty Blender and then the other half with their fingers, but that just grosses me out. Like, it's not even so much like putting your fingers on your face, because as long as your hands are clean, it's fine. It's just like literally like touching the foundation grosses me out. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in a little closer so that we can take a look at how the foundation looks and then also move on to the concealer. So I'm really, really liking the way the foundation looks. It's set into the skin and it doesn't feel tacky at all. I'm still going to put a powder over it just because I would put a powder over really any foundation, especially just in the T-zone and over wherever I put concealer. But I'm really liking the way it looks right now. I think it's covered everything I want it to cover. I know I still have to go under my eyes with the concealer. That may be the only place I put it because I'm really liking the coverage. It's covered everything I want, and there's like a little bit of redness peeking through, but really just in this section where I'm gonna put concealer anyway, so that's fine. Maybe a little over here, but I might take the concealer to highlight there too, but I'm really liking it. It's like it's looking pretty matte. No, it's like looking a nice satin finish right now. So I like it. Let's move on to the concealer. So the concealer is a nice, like, that's a nice amount of concealer. I like the packaging. It's just nice and simple. It's got a doe foot applicator, which is a nice way to put on your concealer. So let's just see how this goes on. It's pretty thin going on right off the bat. It's very light. Like, whoa. That looks a lot lighter on camera than it does in person, but this is absolutely a highlighting and highlighting only concealer for me. This is way too light to cover any blemishes, but we all need a good highlighter, right? I don't think this is going to be the best coverage in the world just by judging from like how I put it on, so I'm just going to blend it out with my Beauty Blender. This is mega light. Oh my god. I'm definitely going to have to go back with my foundation brush and blend it in a little better so that it doesn't look too apparent, because right now it's looking very noticeable. But I do like it. Like, it's very highlighting. I'm liking the way it looks because I love that like really stark light highlight look. I think that's great. I am going to take a little bit in the center of my face also though. And it blended out really nicely. It's not the best coverage in the world, but I think it did a good job. Maybe if I took like, I think I would need like a corrector for my dark circles and then put this over it, but I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little bit down the center of my face just like in this region, just to highlight the rest of my face so under my eyes doesn't look so crazy. But I like this, like for those times that I want a really nice bright highlight, this is what I'm going to use because it's nice and thin. And if you're using it over like a very full coverage foundation and you don't want it to look cakey but you want that light highlight, I think this is going to be perfect for it. Like overall, I'm really loving how my face looks right now. I'm going to go over with my brush and just blend the edges of where that under eye concealer goes because I want it to blend a little nicer. I'm just going to take a tiny bit more just on this inner corner because that's where like my eyes are the darkest. I want to brighten that up a little more. And I want to see if this concealer is buildable at all. It didn't get cakey or anything, that's good. So now I'm going to set everything with some powder. I've got my Becca translucent blotting powder here because this is the lightest powder I have and I don't really want to add any coverage or anything. I just want to set it in place, especially under the eyes. I mean, you can, if you're trying this foundation out, you can like not put powder over the concealer or whatever, but I would always do that anyway. Like I never go without setting my under eye concealer. So I'm just trying this out exactly how I would use any other foundation that I normally use on a regular basis. So yeah, just going over the whole skin with with some powder. Something in my throat. Ugh. So yeah, I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup and then I'll be back with my final first impression thoughts. Hey guys, so the rest of my makeup is on. I'll just give you a quick rundown of what I put on my face because I know I'm gonna get some kind of questions in the comments. So on my lips, I have this Too Faced Melted Fuchsia liquefied lipstick. First time wearing it and I'm in love. I think it's gorgeous. Such a beautiful color. Then on my eyes, I've just got a whole array of shades from the Naked palette, the original. I've got Toasted on my lid, some Dark Horse and Buck in like the outer corner, Naked in the crease, and then Virgin to highlight. And then I've got this new Voluminous Miss Manga mascara on, which I'm loving. And Dip Brow my eyebrows. Blush is Hot Mama from The Balm, which is one of my favorites for summer. And I guess that's basically it. So final thoughts, or final first impression thoughts for now. It's actually looking a little bit powdery. Like I really want to spray a setting spray, but I'm not gonna because I don't want to like mess up how long it wears with a setting spray. I really want to spray it with Fix Plus though. If I wasn't doing this review video, I absolutely would set it with the setting spray just so it didn't look like it looks a little powdery it looks a little powdery right now, so I just want to like spray something so it like melts it all together. But the coverage is good. I feel like it oxidized a little, but that may be that I put too much bronzer on. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. I am gonna go clean my disaster of a room. The reason my room looks so clean is because I only show you this portion of it, which I usually keep clean because it's my favorite part of my room. But the rest is literally a tornado. It's actually embarrassing. People are texting me. It's annoying. I'm gonna go clean my room and watch a shit ton of episodes of Friday Night Lights because I'm hooked already. I'm only on the first season, but I know like I'm probably gonna finish the whole series by like next week. I'm that addicted to it. But I'll be back in a few hours so we can see how this has worn throughout the day. Hey guys, I'm back. So it is now 7:21 p.m. I've had this makeup on all day and I'm about ready to wash it off because I really want to go to sleep. Even though it's not even 7:30, just call me an old lady, whatever. It's not that I want to go to sleep, it's just that I like want to take my hair down. I don't want to have to like worry about my makeup anymore. So I want to like go take a shower and like maybe do a face mask or whatever. So I'm ready to give my final thoughts on this foundation. So let me get a mirror and look up close and see what's happening. To be honest, with this foundation, I found myself liking it more the longer I wore it because like with my natural oils coming through, it looked a lot less powdery. I know I mentioned that I wanted to use a setting spray because it was looking powdery when I first put it on, but once my natural oil started to come through, it looked a lot more natural and a lot better, and I liked it a lot more. Which is kind of weird because a lot of foundations, like I'll really love them when I first put them on and then throughout the day I'll be like, ew, I look disgusting. But this is like kind of the opposite effect where I liked it when I first put it on, but I like it more the longer it sat on my face. So that's a very big plus, I think. I can see a few things peeking through my skin. I do have a little bit of oil around my nose. Oh, in my forehead up here, there's like a little bit where it's worn off, but I think that's because I scratched it. I'm a very big face toucher, so a lot of things I just like take off myself with my own hands, which isn't good, and I won't like be biased against the foundation. A lot of times I scratch my face, and that's why the foundation comes off, because I'm like literally taking it off myself. So I won't penalize the foundation for that, but other than that, I think it held up really well. I can still clearly see my blush and bronzer, which is a good sign. I see some stuff peeking through, but I also didn't put concealer on spots I usually would have. As for the concealer, it's creased a little bit, and I'm not as highlighted as I was when I first put it on, but it still looks good. And a lot of concealers crease on me. I just have like a problem with concealers creasing under my eyes. I think it's just like because I have natural eye wrinkles. I don't know. But I can say that I do really like the foundation. The concealer, I think I like it right off the bat. I don't know how well it wore throughout the day, but I do really enjoy the foundation. Okay, so final thoughts on these products. The foundation I really like. I think it's a great foundation for summertime when you want just a nice light foundation that won't feel cakey in the heat. It's the perfect amount of coverage for those light summer days, because I know during the summer I don't usually go for as full coverage as I would in colder months, so I really like this for the summer. I love the packaging. I think it wore throughout the day really well. I actually liked it better the longer I wore it, so this is a 2 thumbs up from me. So for the concealer, this is like kind of a, I don't really know about it yet. I think I'm gonna have to give it some more time, but I wish, but what I can say about it is that I wish they had a bigger selection of colors, because 3 colors for concealer is like crazy. Because concealer, I feel like, should match you better than your foundation even. I don't know. But I like that it's nice and highlighting. I'm probably only going to be using this for highlighting purposes, not much concealing, because it didn't really do that well of a concealing job, and it didn't really last throughout the day. So I think this is just going to be more of a highlighting product for me rather than a concealer, but I do like it for that reason. So it's not a total bust, but concealer-wise, if you're looking for a good concealer, I would pass on this one. But if you're looking for a good summertime, lightweight, very easily accessible, pretty reasonably priced foundation, I would definitely give this one a try. I really like it. There's a lot of colors. I think you'd easily be able to color match yourself. It's just, I don't know, I just really like this stuff more than I thought I would. Because with CoverGirl foundations, it usually goes either way. I either really love it, like I love the CoverGirl Stay Fabulous 3-in-1, and then the CoverGirl Whipped Cream I hate, and the CoverGirl Clean I hate. So it really could have gone either way with CoverGirl foundations, but I do really like this one. I'm pleasantly surprised. As for the concealer, I mean, I'm not going to return it, but it's not my favorite. So there you go. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you decide whether or not you're going to pick these products up. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I make new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'll see you all in my next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.